Hey, Hammer fan, welcome back to HammeredHead. We got an interesting one today. The Target exclusive Utapau Shadow Trooper from the Revenge of the Sith collection. I always thought this guy looked pretty intense, so I'm really excited to finally have him in the collection. And one special thing about him, I don't know if this was standard for the release or it just got shipped to me, but I got this uncut card back from the Revenge of the Sith collection. And seeing it like this just makes it look so much cooler. I've seen this card back a million times behind the figure, but seeing it in this like original condition before it was shaped to the box is really sick. And then it's just the standard Shadow Trooper pack. But yeah, I'm really glad I got this. This is definitely something to frame. Really sick addition to the shipment. But yeah, moving on to the figure, he does look really sick. Apologize for the glare, but the packaging on these are like impossible to film. He's got super articulation, so I guess he can do whatever the you want. And a nice image of him right there. The Target exclusive logo. So pretty nice looking in the packaging. And then it is like a non-standard card back compared to the other Revenge of the Sith figures. Maybe because he was exclusive. But this looks really intense. This guy's ready to fight. The Utapau Shadow Troopers have played an essential role in helping the Jedi fight the Separatist forces' massive droid armies, but their allegiances change after the secret declaration of Order 66. Armed with a sharpshooting blaster rifle and protected by hard black armor, this Utapau Shadow Trooper commander is ready for battle. Oh, so he's a commander, he's not just a regular trooper. Or maybe they couldn't decide. Maybe the guy that wrote the description didn't actually name the figure or something. There we go. The Utapau Shadow Trooper figure was created to celebrate the release of the final episode in the Star Wars saga, Revenge of the Sith. May the Force be with you. Yeah, so he looks like super CGI here. All the clones were CGI, but this guy 100% was not in the movie, so a lot of artist interpretation going on here. But I think they did a good job coming up with an interesting looking guy. He looks pretty badass, and I'm really excited to see what he looks like outside the box, so let's get going. So that's him. He does look pretty badass, definitely more interesting than I expected. I'm glad that he's not just all plain black all the way around. That would have been like the easy choice to make a cool looking Shadow Trooper. But he does have like these white-gray accents that pop a lot more than I expected. The red visor also looks really scary. Really makes the guy look like an operator. So the paintwork is pretty good. The sculpt is okay. It looks very accurate, but in terms of detailing, there's a little bit going on, especially on the helmet is very well done. See all the way around, he has different knobs and stuff on it. So that looks great, but the body armor itself is just kind of eh. Like this backplate is kind of lame. Then the belt is okay too. I do like the way they did the jumpsuit underneath. You can kind of see like the threads of the gray undersuit where the armor exposes it. Even on the gloves here. Like he has the armor over his hand and then the gloves extend past. There's a little texturing there, which is good. But other than that, the armor is just whatever. Like, it's not bad, but not a huge amount of detail on him. Especially on the boots, you can see it's just kind of like phoned in the sculpt a little bit there. But for the paintwork, this guy still looks really good. Especially with the red visor and the white accents are definitely a nice touch. Nothing too fancy with the accessories. Just the pretty standard clone blasters. So that's a little disappointing. I think for a Shadow Trooper, he would have like his own specialized equipment, but whatever. He holds them well. And then articulation-wise, I don't know if he's super articulated by today's standards, but at the time he came out, he was pretty good. So he's got a ball joint head, then ball joint shoulders. Elbows are ball joint. Don't have a huge range of motion on it because of this armor piece. which kind of restricts it going up and down and back and forth. And he's got these hinge wrists. Nice. I think that's a ball joint waist. It doesn't go up and down too much, but left and right, very easy to go. Then swivel hips, again, not a huge range, but ball joint knees and feet. So I don't know about super articulated. Again, by today's standards, maybe moderately articulated, but he's good. That's Utapau Shadow Trooper. He's ultimately actually a pretty basic figure. Not really a whole lot going on, but I do appreciate the uniqueness of his paint apps. Again, it's too easy to do just an all-black trooper, which would look good, but I do appreciate the attempt to spice it up with those accents, especially on the visor. So he does look pretty badass, and the articulation is decent. It gets the job done, so I can't complain. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you to all my Patreon subscribers. Be sure to follow on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Check out the Patreon page, and don't forget, stay hammered.